Hello everyone, today I'm going to be showing you a quick and efficient way to assemble cubes, and this is what I found to be most efficient through experience, and also this can be applied to bigger cubes such as 4x4, 5x5, and etc. So, without further ado, I'm going to show you how I like to assemble my cubes. So, I like to assemble Tetris just because I find it easier, and I'm going to explain why. So I find that easier to assemble Tetris, or a kind of Tetris way, because in the beginning you only put in two pieces and cross, I guess, and especially when you're assembling unstable cubes like Shengshou 4x4 or some of the crazy mechanism speed cubes, 3x3s. Trying to get 4 edges around one center to stay is kind of just impossible, or if you have a lot of lube on your cube or something like that. So that's why I only do 2 edges at first, and then I create a block, and by creating that first block it makes this a lot more stable because centers are pushed out more evenly, things like that. Then I'll just do one edge segment, and then another corner, and another center. And this all applies to the bigger cubes, like I said. There's a lot more pieces. Now I'll do the last segment, last cross you could say, and then do another block, another block. And this way of doing the first 2 layers I find to be the most efficient, because it's the stablest way to keep everything from moving around. Now on the last layer, I like to keep the centerpiece at 45 degrees just because it's easier to wedge in edge pieces that way. So I just keep it like that, put in the first edge piece, then I'll put in like that. It doesn't really matter at this point. You can do the 2 corners, then 2 edges, or corner edge, doesn't really matter. At this point the cube should be pretty stable since most of it is assembled. And then the last 2 corners and the last edge. And as you can see, I've assembled it all scrambled. Also note the last layer was at 45 degrees the whole time. It's easier that way. I've assembled it scrambled because it's a lot faster just to solve it and flip around a few pieces than to find all the pieces that go in the right spots. So I just like to do it that way because it ends up being faster. But if you have a cube that's really tight, that is really hard to take pieces out of, then it might be worth your time to actually put the pieces in the right place. And also for bigger cubes such as the 5x5, definitely put the pieces in the right spot, or only the center edge and the corners. That's all that matters. They have to be in the right spots. The rest can be random, and then you can just solve it. If you've seen like me, myself, and Pi's tutorials. And same goes for the big cubes. To do the Tetris method, the 2 edges, block, edge, 2 blocks, and then last layer. Don't do last layer at 45 degrees for big cubes. Just keep it straight because the pieces go in differently that way. But it's the same idea. Even on even layered cubes it still works because there are the center mechanisms with most of the new cubes. Otherwise, if you have like a Rubik's cube, watch a different tutorial because that's kind of different, like a Rubik's 4x4 with a weird mechanism. But anyways, that's how I like to assemble my cubes. Thank you for watching.